The Yugoslavian Emerald Tiara. This was made for a beautiful Russian Grand Duchess. It was given to her adopted daughter, who sold it after the Russian Revolution to the King of Yugoslavia. In the 1950s, the tiara was sold to Van Cleef & Arpels. It features 7 cabochon emeralds set in geometric diamond design with tiny lilies of the valley. The emerald Kokoshnik tiara included a substantial parure with a large necklace and a heavy stomacher, all set by the Russian court jeweller Bulin. The emeralds originally belonged to Tsarina Maria Alexandrovna of Russia, who left them to her son, Grand Duke Sergei, in 1880. The Koshert tiara. This was created for Archduchess Marie Valerie of Austria, consisting of 3 open-work plaques, each set with a drop-shaped natural pearl to the old cut diamond border, and interlinking diamond ribbons surround, detaching to form 3 brooches, the central piece also forming a pendant with optional pearl drop, mounted in silver and gold with brooch and necklace fittings. The Calabria tiara. Given as a wedding gift from Infante Alfonso to his bride, Princess Alice of Bourbon-Parma, in 1936. The tiara, featuring large sapphires set in an Art Deco frame and parure, were exhibited among the best of the wedding gifts at Chimay, can also be worn as a bandeau. The Hoya di Passar tiara. This is a collection of jewels designed specifically for the use of the Queens of Spain by Queen Anna. The jewels are now used by Queen Letizia. The Swedish 6-button tiara. The buttons from the 6-button tiara are identified by the royal court as those which King Carl XIV affixed to the crown used for his coronation in 1818. These were later removed. Some of the buttons are said to have come from his gala uniform. Some are said to be older, having been worn by Queen Louisa Eureka of Sweden, or even her mother Sophia Dorothea, Queen Consort in Prussia. By any explanation, they are centuries old and are of great historical importance. 10 buttons have been added to frames to create 2 different tiaras for the Swedish royal family. The 4-button tiara. The 4-button tiara includes 4 identical buttons. They are mounted on a simple metal frame. The tiara was in use by at least the early 60s by the 4 older sisters of King Carl Gustaf. With so many young princesses, the collection was in need of more suitable tiaras, as opposed to the larger tiaras, which are fit for a queen or someone more mature. Queen Sophia's diamond and pearl tiara. In late May 2012, Princess Christina went to the safe and made a startling discovery. The tiara, with several other jewels, was gone. A couple years prior to the discovery, Princess Christina's husband had made the acquaintance of a 19-year-old refugee. The boy arrived in Sweden without family and he became his mentor. The couple welcomed him into their home. While alone in the apartment, he stumbled upon the secret compartment that held the key to their safe. He removed a bounty that included a gold bracelet given to Princess Christina by the Emperor of Ethiopia, 2 rings, an aquamarine from Christina's great-grandmother, Helena of Waldeck and Pyrmont, valued at £5,000, and a large diamond royal heirloom, valued at £250,000, a pair of gold cufflinks that belonged to Gustav XI Adolf, worth £10,000, and this tiara. These items were sold for £2,000 to a pair of drug dealers who melted them down. Queen Louisa's diamond tiara. This petite V-shaped tiara, featuring diamond scrolls rolling away from the diamond central motif, is not among the Swedish tiaras that we regularly see today, but a group of young princesses made great use of it a few decades ago. Its history dates back to at least a generation further. It belonged to Queen Louise of Sweden, born 1889 and died 1965. She wore it across her forehead in the bandeau fashion popular during the 1920s and 30s, and atop her head in later life. The Baden-Palmer tiara. The diadem tiara was originally given to Princess Louise of Prussia by her father, German Emperor Wilhelm I. It was a wedding gift marking her 1856 wedding nuptials to the future Grand Duke of Baden. It's a romantic tiara with a design of hearts created by Palmer motifs, and so a fitting gift for a wedding. Small diamond flowers with yellow toned centres sit at the base. The Swedish aquamarine bandeau tiara. This piece focuses on its large central aquamarine stone, surrounding it with delicate bands of diamonds on either side. It's a low-profile bandeau form prone to disappearing in a hairstyle today, but perhaps originally intended to be worn across the forehead. It originates with Queen Louise of Sweden, the second wife of King Gustav VI Adolf. The Swedish cut steel tiara. Though steel seems an unusual material for a tiara today, it was a popular and fashionable choice for jewellery from the mid-18th century through to the Victorian era. Cut steel jewellery is made of steel studs, which are faceted and highly polished until they sparkle like gemstones. Skilled craftsmanship was required to turn the material into decorative pieces. Surprisingly, both the quality and the popularity of cut steel jewellery declined as mass manufacturing took over. Crown Princess Victoria's 18th birthday tiara. This is her 18th birthday present from the King and Queen, and it was the first tiara she wore when she began attending events in 1995. It's mainly a metal piece with small uprights forming something of a V-shaped pattern, supporting a top row of small individual diamonds and sapphires. Countess Bernadotte of Wisborg's tiara. The Swedish royal house lost a member of their extended family a couple of years ago when the Countess passed away at the age of 93. She was the second wife of the late Count Carl Johan of Wisborg, who was the youngest child of King Gustav VI Adolf. Carl Johan had to relinquish his Swedish royal title due to his first marriage, as the rules dictated at the time. He was later granted the title of Count of Wisborg, and to celebrate, he gave this tiara to his wife. Queen Siraked's tie tiara. made by Van Cleef and Arpels in 1960 of white and yellow diamonds in a traditional Thai style. The yellow diamond and floral motif can be removed from the frame to be worn as a bandeau, necklace or bracelet. The Thailand Coronation Tiara. An antique and traditional Thai tiara made of gold and rose-cut diamonds. The Queen only wore it twice, once at her coronation and once in the 1960s, and it is unknown if it still exists. The Bessborough Tiara. Noted French jeweller Chaumet applied his graceful touch and Art Deco design in this tiara, ordered in 1931 by the 9th Earl of Bessborough. He purchased the tiara for his wife, the Countess, on the occasion of his appointment as the new Governor-General of Canada. The large tiara features a large Marquise diamond at the centre of a design with curving lines of diamonds set in platinum. The Cartier Essex Tiara. Bought in 1902 by the Earl of Essex for his wife Adele, who was an American heiress. The Earl provided the stones, 759 brilliants and 289 rose-cut diamonds with a total weight of 156 carats for the design, which was inspired by a Malaysian headdress. The Harwood Scroll Tiara. Princess Mary, Princess Royal and Countess of Harwood, was the third child and only daughter of King George V and Queen Mary of Teck. In 1922, she married Henry VI Earl of Harwood. The crown jewel of her tiaras, at least in terms of size, was this diamond diadem. The tiara is a mix of scrolls with a large cluster of diamonds as its centerpiece. While the exact provenance of the diadem is unknown, it may be of Russian origin, perhaps something that formerly belonged to a member of the imperial family. The Cubit Shan Tiara. This tiara is a diamond floral tiara featuring flower designs nestled in a dense wreath of leaves. The design rises to a central point in a slightly asymmetrical fashion, which is fitting for its nature theme. Exact details on the tiara's history are hazy. It's thought to have come from the family of the Duchess's mother, perhaps specifically her maternal grandmother, Sonia Keppel Cubit. The Wellington Tiara. The Duchesses of Wellington have for several generations now worn a tiara grand enough to suit this prominent family title. This tiara features intricate large diamond scroll motifs dotted with large single diamonds and interspersed with smaller knotted diamond scroll motifs, again with several large diamonds included. The Westminster Halo Tiara. Once part of the impressive Westminster Tiara collection is an instantly memorable tiara created to showcase 3 memorable diamonds. Resting in the centre of the original tiara was a large round brilliant thought to be the Hastings diamond, a gift from Nizam Ali Khan to King George III in 1785. The stone bears the name of Warren Hastings, who was asked by Ali Khan to convey the gift to the king. He was under trial for corruption at the time, and he managed to get the gem wrapped up in political scandal. The sides of the original tiara held the Arcot diamonds, 2 large pear-shaped stones given as a gift to Queen Charlotte. The Duchess of Windsor's emerald bead tiara. The tiara she's wearing here was created for her by Cartier in 1949, and it's actually a necklace made to do double duty as a tiara when required. The base is a row of emerald beads which were already in her jewellery collection. The top features diamond loops and double rows. The diamonds were supplied by Cartier. The Ogilvy tiara. The set includes interchangeable stone options. The centre of the flowers in the tiara can be either pearl, sapphire or turquoise. By changing the stones in the flowers, which are scattered throughout the tiara manages a pretty complete transformation. The Cartier Indian tiara. An imposing tiara if there ever was one. The Cartier Indian tiara is a design of Indian inspiration, hence the name, rendered solidly in diamonds, sapphires and pearls. Doris Duke's diamond and pearl Cartier bandeau. Doris Duke, born 1912 and died 1993, was the world's richest girl, or so the headlines like to say. Her father, tobacco magnate James B. Duke, left 12-year-old Doris and her mother an estate valued at $100 million when he died in 1925. Cartier made the tiara in 1924 for $23,000. The platinum-mounted tiara, stair-step design created from old European cut diamonds, and features a single natural pearl in the centre and two pear-shaped diamonds on top. It was designed to be worn as a bandeau across the forehead, as was the fashion at the time. It is unmistakably Art Deco. At the time of its sale, it was noted as a superb example of tiara work from that time. Dom Louis diadem. The Dom or King Louis diadem is undoubtedly the grandest piece in the collection of the Duke and Duchess of Braganza, a wedding gift from King Louis I of Portugal to his daughter-in-law Amélie of Orleans in 1886. The Braganza floral necklace tiara. A diamond floral necklace of unknown provenance. This piece has been worn by the Duchess of Braganza at quite a few royal events, both as a necklace and as a tiara. Queen Amélie's choker tiara. Made for the Queen around 1900, this diadem choker was one of her favourite pieces. After her death in 1951, the choker was inherited by the current Duke of Braganza. The current Duchess has used this choker as a tiara for multiple occasions. The Schumer Ice Frost or Stalactite tiara. The tiara consists of stalactite-shaped fringes. Some are pointed while others resemble melting icicles with drops of water in the form of pear-shaped diamonds hanging from them. The diamond stalactites are suspended from 2 rows of brilliants, which itself hang from a base of round diamonds. Maria Feodorovna's Russian field diadem. Empress Maria Feodorovna commissioned a diadem from the famous Duval brothers. The Empress wanted something that would remind her of the Russian fields, and so the brothers created a diadem of oak and laurel leaves, bordered by sheaves of wheat. The Empress was fond of this piece and called it "My Diadem of Sheaves." In her will, she left the piece along with several other jewels to the Diamond Fund, a unique collection of jewellery and gems that date back to the Russian Crown Treasury Institute by Peter I of Russia in 1719. The collection is currently stored and exhibited in the Kremlin. The Westminster Pearl Drop Tiara. This tiara was made with diamonds from 7 brooches, but they can also be attached to 6 round pearls or assembled on the frame together as a pearl and diamond tiara. The round pearls with their lush diamond trimming can also be worn individually. The Fabergé Art Nouveau Tiara. From the collection of the Duke of Westminster, it's a remarkable Fabergé tiara by the famous Russian goldsmith. His jewellery is rare and his tiaras are rarer still. The tiara is a graduated band tied with knots of ribbon purchased from Fabergé for the Honourable Mrs. Wilson Fox. The tiara can be effortlessly removed from its gold frame and worn as a fringed necklace. The Westminster Russian Kokoshnik Tiara. A delicate jewel decorated with trails of forget-me-not flowers, seen against a background of blue enamel. Schumann composed this kokoshnik closely based on the blue velvet kokoshniks, decorated with jewelled ornaments worn at the court of the Tsar. Maria of Romania's golden diadem. Yugoslavian royals once had one of the most magnificent collection of jewels among the royal houses. This golden diadem was made for Queen Marie of Romania in the late 1910s. It is composed of flower motifs with a large Orthodox cross in the middle. There are no precious stones, no additional decoration, just a plain solid gold diadem. The Helmet of Skanderbeg. Not officially a tiara, but I had to include this. Skanderbeg's helmet is made of white metal, adorned with a strip dressed in gold. On its top lies the head of a horned goat made of bronze, also dressed in gold. The bottom part bears a copper strip adorned with a monogram separated by rosettes INPERETOREBT. Jesus Nazarene blesses the Skanderbeg, Prince of Emathia, which was the central region of Albania, called Mat, King of Albania, terror of the Ottoman, King of Epirus. The Bavarian Sunburst Tiara, containing a tall central motif with a spiky look, giving it the Sunburst name. The Bavarian Sunburst Tiara was one of the wedding gifts given to Infanta Maria de la Paz for her 1883 wedding to Prince Ludwig Ferdinand of Bavaria. It was a present from the bride's mother, Queen Isabel II of Spain, and that heritage is reflected in the central fleur-de-lis motif, which is part of the coat of arms of the House of Bourbon. It trembles with the wearer's movement for maximum sparkle. The whole tiara is composed of diamonds, both circular and rose-cut, and the frame is detachable. The Golden Wreath Diadem. Dating back to before 300 BC, there is not a great deal of information regarding the history of this diadem. It was recovered in one of the 3 great royal tombs during the late 1970s, believed to belong to one of Philip II of Macedonia's 7 wives. This gold diadem has an unbelievable history that we will never truly know. The Bavarian ruby tiara. It was made in 1830 for Queen Teresa of Bavaria. The parure was passed down the generations, but the tiara was rarely worn due to the sheer size and weight of it, making it incredibly uncomfortable. The Russian Beauty Diadem. Made in 1842 by court jeweller Karl Bullin for Alexandra Fyodorowna, the wife of Tsar Nicholas I. It was a favourite piece of the Empress of Russia. It was sold at Christie's in 1927 and then again to the 9th Duke of Marlborough, who bought it for his second wife Gladys. In 1977, it ended up in the collection of the First Lady of the Philippines, Imelda Marcos, after she and her husband fled to Hawaii in 1986. The tiara was confiscated by the authorities. The Marie Shillard Tiara. Now that the days of royals exclusively marrying other royals have passed, we don't see too many non-royal spouses bringing new tiaras into the mix. Jaime de Marie Shillard is an exception to this rule. After proposing to Infanta Eleanor of Spain, his family gave Eleanor this tiara as a gift. It is a textbook neoclassical diadem featuring diamonds and platinum, with a base of metal circles, a laurel wreath middle, and a top with a meander or Greek key motif. The Diamond Bow Tiara. This tiara from Bentley and Skinner is a beautiful example of the use of the ribbon motif. Thanks to their impeccable craftsmanship and gem setting, the bows appear to be real, with their rippling irregular form and open loops. Between each bow is a swag of leaves, with a little flower at the centre. All this, of course, shimmering with old cut diamonds set in silver and mounted on a gold frame. The Alba Russian Tiara. Made of diamonds and platinum in a striking geometric motif, the tiara was inherited by the Duchess of Alba from her maternal grandmother, Maria del Rosario de Silva. The moniker came from its kokoshnik shape, kokoshniks having been a traditional form of Russian headdress, adapted as tiaras at the Russian imperial court. It is said to have originated with Maria Feodorovna. The Victorian Natural Pearl Tiara. This charming tiara from Bentley and Skinner features natural pearls and 8 carats of diamonds. The diamonds are all old cut, brilliant and rose cut diamonds set in silver. Its pretty design is made up of swirling leaves and floral forms adorned with diamonds and pearls, converts into a necklace. Lady Grenville's Beetle Tiara. This tiara is part of a parure made in 1884 for the Countess Granville, formed of dried South American weevils with iridescent green wing cases, mounted in gold in the Egyptian taste with lotus motifs. On the necklace and earrings, the lotuses are interspersed with tiny gold rods ending in black enamel beads. The Monte Rosa Diamond Tiara. Made for the Queen of Spain in 1867, founded in 1613, Milerio is one of the oldest jewellers in the world, and it also claims to be one of the oldest family-run and owned companies in Europe, making it a logical choice for those searching for a tiara. This tiara features wild roses in white gold in a contemporary interpretation. Medinaceli Art Deco Tiara. This tiara puts an Art Deco twist on motifs frequently represented in tiaras: pelmets, leaves, and floral clusters. The 9 openwork plaques of graduated size are pierced and set with single cut, circular cut, and rose cut diamonds. The tiara can be removed completely from its frame, and it's likely this jewel was designed also to be a choker style necklace, though today it is only worn as a tiara. The Josephine Diamond and Sapphire Tiara. Made for Empress Josephine, the first wife of Napoleon Bonaparte, the elegant lines of the platinum tiara have been expertly studied with white diamonds, leading towards a striking pear-shaped sapphire set with a loop of diamonds. The Hortensia Tiara. The delicate rose gold and diamond headpiece is set with a posy of gemstone flowers in soft pink hues, crafted from angel skin, pink opals, marquise cut pink tourmalines, brilliant cut pink sapphire, and a brilliant cut diamond, bursting with colourful and delicate blossoms. The Art Deco Diamond Churchill Family Tiara. An Art Deco diamond tiara estimated at £40,000 to £60,000, dated circa 1930, belonged to Viscountess Churchill, the second wife of the first Viscount Churchill, and was worn by Viscountess Churchill in the 1937 coronation. The Passion Incarnate Lily Diadem Tiara. The red stones of the lilies are so unusual but so full of life, the central flower glistening with Tanzanian red spinels, beautiful garnets, and leaf green tourmalines. It can also be worn as a brooch. And this concludes the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please click the like button, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for future videos. Thank you.